peppers in my brain.
What? Sitting here sweating in the sukkah, although this is the last sukkah I should be sweating in. I mean, the amount of fans and 2 air conditioners. These fans are not on and the ACs are not on. I'm not sure why. Maybe we didn't put the extension cords together or something. As I'm sitting here in the sukkah sweating, I'm wondering, you know, we call this holiday the time of our rejoicing. It's all about the simcha. It's all about the joy and the celebration. But leaving our home to come live in a hut, how is that like something to rejoice about? How does that help me be happy even? I mean, what is this whole rejoicing thing got to do with leaving our homes? Especially considering the fact that when we would go out to war, because I'm talking now like Bible stuff, there were exemptions that certain men didn't have to go to war. And one of the exemptions was someone that built a new home and wanted to establish his family in this new home and rejoice with the home, within the home. So the home is something that brings simcha, brings joy. Why are we leaving the home, especially considering the fact that the time that we leave our homes and go out to live in the sukkah is generally a time when the weather starts to shift to be a time when, I'm using the word time so many times in this sentence. Wow, I wonder how many times. Okay. Generally the weather takes a turn for the worse at this at the start of the new season. It's not even like we're going to the sukkah specifically to enjoy, and it's not like it will necessarily bring us enjoyment and joy. Although really enjoyment and joy are not necessarily the same thing, because sometimes there are things that we enjoy, but they don't really bring us lasting joy. And then there's things that we don't necessarily enjoy in the moment, but they bring us joy. But that's a separate subject. No, there is no separate subjects. Wholesomeness in life, the Torah, godliness, it's all one thing. But that's not the subject matter of this video. Anyways, back to the sukkah. Much like the general theme of Shabbos, the 7th day of the week, the day of rest, where for 6 days we worked, we toiled, we did what we can to make a living, and then comes the day of rest where we recognize that ultimately, even though we're putting in so much effort, all the blessings, all of our livelihood comes from God and is all in God's hands. And at every moment God is providing for us. It is God who determines every single thing. It is God who creates, recreates, and animates every single thing. I am not sure why, but the fans just shut off on me. So we're going to finish up this video real quick. The general theme of the sukkah is very similar to what we said about Shabbos. The sukkah commemorates that God took us out of Egypt, and I think the pasuk goes, Ki b'sukkos heishavt, that Hashem kept us and protected us in a sukkah. Sukkos, we leave our home. We leave our home to go into a temporary structure and remember that even our home, like this temporary structure, is just temporary. At every moment, God is giving it to us, and we should be thankful for it. Every day, every moment, thank God for what we have. Recognize that it's all from God, and therefore it only makes sense to follow God's rules, the life manual that He gave us for the best, most successful, most wholesome life. Chag, kosher, v'sameach. Isn't that's what we say at Pesach, right? Yeah, okay, but I mean, you should have a kosher sukkah, a kosher lulav, and a kosher arba minim, and a kosher simcha, because sometimes simcha isn't really simcha. That's also another subject matter, and we'll just leave it at that. The point is, increase in love. This festival also has a lot to do with unity and the oneness of our people. Increase in joy, as we've been speaking about, and increase in study of Torah and performance of mitzvahs. Take a mitzvah, do it. Take another mitzvah, do it. Or take a mitzvah and embellish a mitzvah that you already do. Do it even nicer than you would have. And the real point is, God should show Himself to the world with the coming of Mashiach, with the revelation of Mashiach, made be immediately. Demand that it be. We want Mashiach now.